everyone, welcome back to Straight Outta Mobius. I'm your host, Angelos,
And I'm your other host, Zora.
and we're here with ass.
Mm.
Before we actually talk about that, Zora, you finally played Sonic Adventure after weeks of festering.
Yeah, I've played Peak.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, what do you think about it overall? Just general thoughts before we get into the greatest comic adaptation of all time.
Oh yeah, I know it's so good. Yeah, no, it was really good. I enjoyed Sonic Adventure. Obviously, the weak points were probably like Amy
The funny lip
and
flaps.
like yeah, uh I guess mainly Amy's story was the weakest point. Like
Because once you figured out Big, it was okay.
yeah, once I
For
figured out Big, it was fine. It
For
was pretty
context, this
fast,
guy
honestly.
spent 22 minutes in Twinkle Park.
I did not understand how it was. I searched it up like three times trying to figure out what to do, and I was like,
Oh
oh,
no, I just looked
spam the
up.
button. Okay.
I looked up. I mean, my tactic is always just hold down whenever Froggy gets a bite, and it just kind of works usually.
Oh yeah, no, hold down. But I mean, it was
Oh
like you
yeah,
gotta like hold the joystick to get him to bite, and then you gotta like hold it in
it's
some
weird.
direction.
What? Well,
Holding
yeah,
up worked better than holding down for me.
weird. But
But
yeah, anyway, once you figure it out,
yeah,
it's easy. He's only like what, three stages, three, four.
yeah,
Yeah, right. Because Chaos Zero, Chaos Six is the funniest boss fight. That's big.
I know it's so fast.
You
Like
just catch, just throw
it's
it
just
fire.
instant, and he just walks away. He's like,
I got
okay,
Froggy.
taking
Yeah,
Froggy and going home.
Froggy. I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
And
funny.
then it's technically Big's fault that Chaos 7 even
Yeah,
happens.
Perfect Chaos is just like
Yeah.
it's because he got Froggy.
Yeah.
Um, you did say Gamma the goat, but I want to hear you like elaborate on that more. I didn't like.
Well, I don't know. Gamma
He
goaded.
did.
Gamma
I
the
was so
OG
sad.
Omega. Dude like
Honestly,
realized he could do something and he just killed every other robot than himself.
yeah. Honestly, like I think he is easily the best plot in Sonic Adventure. He has in terms of story, his story is easily the best one.
He
Like
also has like some of the most shit. Like I didn't expect him to have that much. Like at the end he
story,
had four
yeah,
whole stages to like no, technically five because it's
yeah.
all boss fights at the end. And I'm like, dang.
Like his story is really well fleshed out. He has a nice ending. It's cool.
Yeah, I didn't expect it honestly. Like he was really good. I was like, okay, Amy's a little weak. Big is fine. It's just funny. And then I got to Gamma and I was like, all right, let's see what Gamma's got. I didn't expect much going into it, and then
Mm,
I got to the end and I was like, what?
it's like
I was
wait.
like, you're telling me you made all this peak for a robot that I'm not gonna see again
I
after
mean,
this?
technically there are copies of him in Sonic Battle, but that doesn't really count.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I still get like it gets me at the end. I'm like I won't say I get teary eyed, not like that, but like no, the ending kind of hits me because I'm like damn. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's the way he like gets just falls down, and just explodes.
And I think it's goaded too, because like at the end he realizes like seeing that the like I'm guessing it's the father bird of
I think so.
the other bird,
Yeah.
yeah, and he's just like he starts remembering like the birds and he notices that like the bird comes from Beta,
Hmm.
and then Gamma's like I'm just gonna die so that the other
Yeah.
bird can be free.
Like I think he could have. Like he was very damaged anyway, but I think he probably could have repaired himself if he had like. But he
He
just kind
could
of let
have,
himself die. Yeah.
yeah, he acknowledged that if he let himself go then the bird would be happy.
Yeah. So no, I really like that.
Yeah,
Very good
crazy
story.
shit, really good.
And then I do like the final story a lot, but that's like not that's more of like just an ending part than really its own narrative.
Yeah.
Perfect chaos, boss fight kind of peak, kind of peak.
Indeed.
Uh, yeah, with Amy, I feel like her theme is way better than like I like her story. It's fun, but it's just kind of like it's like I told you this, but it's kind of too short.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's a good idea. Whatever. Anyway, so let's get into this. It's so weird doing Super Special 12 because it's like the adventure stuff has so
Yeah.
much like prevalence over the rest of this week that it's just like, oh yeah, we did read this. We get more Sonic, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh right, this had the Dmitri and Robotnik team up. That was so weird.
Yeah, it was so like they teamed up and they managed to somehow do like
More from
less
any.
than they would have done on
I
their
mean,
own.
I feel like well they got close until they started fucking up. So like I feel like they did both more and less.
Yeah.
But it's also like it's not the real Robotnik. This is the most weird Dmitri appearance ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just
It's just there.
yeah. Wait, was this in the? Was this? I don't think this was set in the present day of the comic, to be honest, right? Because
I
like
don't think so either,
they all
but
have
I
their
don't
classic
know.
designs. No one is. Everyone's freaked out that Robotnik's alive.
Yeah,
So
it's Robo Robotnik.
yeah. Well, it's not even Robotnik. It's just a robot.
Oh, then
I think
yeah, I
I
don't
think it
know.
was just like a normal robot that was just like looking like him. Um. Oh yeah, right. This is where they started trying to call the Chaos Emerald the Master Emerald.
Yeah,
It's like yeah, okay, guys. Who do you?
at time.
Um, like the Chaos can Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. All right, there was the whole body swapping thing too. I mean, it's a good idea for a one shot for a super special, but like it's just so weird.
Yeah, I I don't know. Yeah, it was just
It's
weird,
fine.
and I mean, like either way, it just gets immediately remedied by them touching the Master
Oh yeah, that
Emerald, and
was like that feels like in line for the game Master Emerald, but like
yeah.
the comic one doing that is weird.
Hmm.
Um, what'd you think of the second half with the Sentai?
I thought the
Not
Sentai
the
stuff was
not the
cool,
Sentai.
but
Wait,
like
the
it didn't
robot
even
thing.
like stay. Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
mean,
with
I liked it more than the first half. I thought this one was actually pretty decent.
yeah, no, it was good.
Um, where is it? All right, this is where they revealed he is Sonic Prime, not the TV show.
Yeah,
Rabotzilla. We got Sonic killing his dad on accident.
I know.
That was crazy. I was like, oh damn. Do you?
Even though it was like it's like a mutated version of a
Yeah.
alternate universe version of his father.
I mean,
So
still, like it looks like him, right? So that's gotta screw you up.
yeah,
Do you think that other Sonic's ever gonna come back? Probably
no,
not. It's probably just like a damn. He killed his
yeah,
dad. um, okay. One thing actually, I liked Eggman's alternate color scheme for some reason.
it looked nice. It was
Yeah,
the white and orange kind of
yeah. It's like white, they have reddish orange. I know it stuck with me. I don't know why, but it's just like it's literally just a simple recolor. But I liked it.
simple, but it's nice.
Mm-hmm. Um. All right. Then the funniest "Hasta la vista, Mista."
Oh my god.
Dude, he's like, how would you know about killing my dad? He's like, cause I am you. Hasta la vista. He's like, oh my god. I was like, kind of, I was getting a little invested that like, I'm like, oh damn, Sonic killed like a version of his dad. That's fucked
I
up.
know,
He's
and then
revealing
he goes
himself.
hasta la vista, and I'm
And he
like,
just
dude,
took me out. I'm like, oh my god, dude, come on. What a. This is also from Dan Slott too, so it's just like, future Spider-Man writer writing this again.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I guess we can just move on to the
yeah.
adventure shit with
There's not much
79.
left there. We can just go. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, listen, we'll say super special 12, not 13. 12, it was fine.
yeah, it's fine. It was
Moving on.
some parts were good,
Yeah,
pretty good.
it was like, yep, that was another one. Anyway,
Yep.
City of the Ancients. They get
Oh,
revealed.
they're
Oh,
so ancient.
yeah, all right, this is where Amy becomes her adventure design.
Nah, this was crazy to
Again,
me.
another stupid way to implement the redesign.
I know, and I think it's even crazier that they decided to make the redesign something that like stops Elias from
Oh my
saving
god,
his
right?
mother.
Like I had forgotten the Ring of Acorns was even a thing, to be honest. And I'm like, oh yeah, the Ring of Acorns. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, and then he's just sitting there in the
he's so
background,
depressed. I'm
like
so sad. I'm like
yeah,
Elias, my goat. I'm so sorry for you.
I was just like, I'm so sorry, your
Your
mom
mom's
is
gonna die.
sacrificed for a redesign
Dude, and
because
oh
a
my
little a
god.
little girl wanted to be a tiny bit older so she can go play adventurer.
Oh my god, it was. One thing is, like, did they. Do you remember if the Ring of Acorns was ever established to have a wish limit?
No,
So,
I don't
like,
remember.
what, did they pull that out of their ass?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, because
Um,
like they've had the Ring of Acorns so long.
yeah. I mean, yeah, why didn't come up for so long? Because,
Yeah.
who needs shit, whatever. Oh my god, it was dumb. And it's like, maybe you could see this being. Ugh, we'll get into this more about how Amy's arc is completely butchered in Adventure, but like this could have been a good stepping stone to use her adventure arc to further the character, but no. Anyway, we'll
Nah,
get to that later
we
when it
got we
actually
got
starts
even
happening.
less of her here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. For some reason, I write about how the dialogue was changed last minute to fit the dub. I forget exactly what line happened in Sonic 79. Oh,
Uh.
right, it was Knuckles. It was the Knuckles thing.
Ah.
It was Knuckles because this is where he has the dream.
Yeah.
That was so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like, "Oh, guys, we have to fit this cutscene into the comic," even though it doesn't make any sense. Like, hello?
Yeah. Because like, yeah, no, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense because he has that whole dream.
Like, none of it
And then
happened.
he's yeah, because he wasn't even on that area. He
Well, the
wakes
Master
up
Emerald's
and
not there either.
exactly like
It's like it's
like
underground,
he's
and Eggman shatters it.
I know because like in his dream he's on the like the actual
Yeah,
Angel Island
yeah,
with the
with
emerald
the
like
shrine.
sitting in the
Yeah,
spot that's in the game. Yeah, and then all that happens, he wakes up and he's back in his room, and like the actual Master Emerald that he deals with is at the bottom of like,
like where it's supposed to be.
yeah, and then like, yeah, I don't
Also,
know.
the comic in his dream it says chaos shattered the Master Emerald, right?
I thought I said, yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
which
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
make any sense if they're trying to adapt that cutscene because this is where I think I
No,
told
Knuckles says he absorbs it, and I'm like, what do you
I think
mean
he
he
shatters and
absorbs it?
absorbs it or something. That's what
Yeah,
he's
and I'm
like.
like,
But it's like this is where I think what happened was it got lost in translation because if they're playing the Japanese version, they probably just assumed Chaos broke it.
mm-hmm.
Which because you wouldn't understand that Eggman's the one who broke it if you didn't like get the English thing. But then it's like I think this is where them trying to rush to get the dub dialogue into like the comic at the last second makes it feel weirder because it's like there's some things that match up perfectly with the game, but it doesn't really work well with what's happening like on the page.
Yeah, there's just a lot of moments that contradict itself.
Hmm. Um, yeah. Also, like now that this is the first thing where Knuckles has moved into the main book, and it's just the pacing is so much weirder when we have to do three stories at once.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
just, it's not good.
yeah, it was not really working, and then oh my, then they had to change. This is an understandable change, which is how the Master Emerald works in the comic. But like, it's so funny. It'd be a black emerald for chaos.
I know. I was like, dude, what? Okay.
Oh, the funniest thing is Eggman has no idea what's happened on Angel Island this whole time. He's like, "There's a city here now, huh?"
Hmm. He just starts blasting it, and then he just dips.
Yeah, he just like shatters it, and he's like, "All right, I'm out of here. See you, suckers." Um. Oh my god, then we get finally the last of the past stories.
I know.
Turn
We don't even gotta talk about it. Like it's
Sonic
literally
Storm got
just
roboticized. Yeah, woo. Anyway,
yeah, yeah. There we go. Moving on.
moving
80.
on. I don't give a shit. Um, Amy gets literally aged up, which is I think funny.
Yeah.
Um, like that's gotta be weird because I know there's no way they won't try and do a Sonic like Amy romance thing if like whenever anything happens with Sally if it falls apart. So it's like it's
Yeah.
gonna be weird.
It's just weird in context knowing that like mentally she's
Like
still
if they
her
had
other
hyper,
self.
if it was like a room of spirit and time, hyperbolic time chamber thing, I would have been like, okay, whatever. But no, it's like her brain is the exact same thing.
Hmm.
So I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's just not good.
Yeah. And then you just feel bad for Elias.
I know. I just
Oh,
feel so bad for him because,
he just wants to be
we say it
normal.
every week. We say it every
He's the
week.
only
Elias
good
is like the
character.
best dude here.
He's an
Yeah,
actual good person.
yeah, and he's trying his best, and every time he tries, something just gets in the way, and it's like the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, right? Like, I think I get so pissed off at Amy. I mean, it's not, okay,
Hmm.
you see, it's not even Amy's fault. Like, it's how would she have known?
Yeah,
But,
exactly. And I
like,
think that's another reason why he doesn't get angry,
yeah,
which
it's
also
not her
just like
fault.
goes hand in hand with him being the GOAT. Everyone else is always like a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
One little thing sets off everybody, but he's over here suffering the most and like a big setback happens and he's just like, "Oh, it's okay. It's
He's like,
fine."
it's fine, whatever, we'll figure out another way.
Yeah, it's like,
Um,
"Dang, what? Chill as fuck."
oh yeah, and then when they're all leaving, it's the funniest line. It's like, when Sonic's mom, I think it's his mom, being like, please don't eat too many chili dogs. I
Hmm.
won't. Like,
We both know it's a lie.
yeah, don't lie to us, Sonic. You know you're obsessed with chili dogs.
Mm.
Um, alright, and then they were like, guys, the city of the ancients has overlanders with 5 fingers.
No
I'm like,
way.
whoa. I didn't even
Yeah,
notice they had 4 fingers.
I
Uh,
also didn't notice. I thought they had all their fingers to begin with.
yeah, I'm not really looking at their hands to be honest. So, it's a cool
Yeah.
detail that, like, I guess they're trying to hint that like, they do call themselves humans. That the Station Square humans are, like, our humans, while the Overlanders are not, like, directly our humans.
Yeah.
This is getting a little bit ahead of it though. But actually, one thing I did kind of, even though the art starts to fall apart in this arc, like heavily, um, I like that the humans in Station Square actually they're drawn kind of like humans in Archie. Um,
Did you did you notice it?
what
I think it's in the next issue where he's in the background. Wait, let me
is
see.
Archie in the background? I did not notice him.
Nah, it's a Jughead cameo, like Jughead from Archie.
Oh, hold on.
I'll send it to you. It's an 80. It's an 81. But here. Let me see. Uh,
Yo, dude.
I should have it here.
Yeah,
There. Look.
chill. Oh, yeah. I see.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I kind of like that. That's like, because it's not like Archie is realistic,
Yeah.
but they're like more realistic than like the anime inspired Overlanders.
Mm,
So I did actually kind of like that distinction.
I do
Um,
like it.
oh my god, right. Knuckles' section in 80, where he's like, just the father figure I was looking for. Who says that?
Yeah. What?
Who, like, I,
Just the
just.
father figure I was looking for. Like some, like every character in this series
They talk.
has had so many moments where they talk like they're not real.
Yeah, and it's not like it's not intentional either. If it was like how people say M Night Shyamalan purposely dramatizes like dialogue and stuff, I'd be like, okay, that's fine, whatever. It may not be your thing or something, but it's a purposeful stylistic choice. Here, it's just done bad.
Yeah.
It's oh my okay. At least Knuckles actually called out the Brotherhood for not helping Sally. Like, I
Well, see,
was
yeah, no, I like that a lot. Where he was just like, "Look where it got us. Look who came anyways. He
yeah.
said he was gonna bother us, right? Right. Look."
Yeah, I swear, I'm like, if Penders did not follow that up, I would have been actually pissed off.
Hmm.
It's just an obvious call out. But they're like, oh, but the whole island falling is such a catastrophe, and no one has died. They talk about how it's such a big thing, how the island has fallen into the ocean, but they're not saying how anyone's died yet. No one's gotten
Yeah.
injured, no one's died, there isn't like buildings falling. I don't know, it seems perfectly fine to me, other than the fact that the island is sinking. Well, yeah, that's a problem, but like, it's not a catastrophe yet. I don't.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whatever. Oh yeah, this is where we get the big part. I'm gonna be so for
Yeah.
real. Big and Gamma are so nothing in this.
Yeah.
Like Big's fine, I guess. But like Gamma doesn't do anything.
What'd they do to my boy?
Oh, they get right like Gamma's. I thought they were setting up for his story. Where's
They
the story?
massacred my boy. Yeah, they massacred him.
Not even
My boy
massacre.
Gamma.
If it was like, actually no, they did massacre one part of it, which I did not like. But that's not yet. If they had like actually done something with him, I could say they massacred him. But he doesn't do anything. He just like flies away.
Yeah, he's just so nothing.
Um,
They also do nothing with the bird, I realize.
yeah. Oh my God, we can get to the bird. Wait, did he
Yeah.
get the Chaos Emerald? Did he have the Chaos? No, wait. Oh my God.
No, he didn't even have the Chaos Emerald. Oh my god, you're right.
I guess it's
Um,
because did they understand that the bird had the Chaos Emerald? Because like I think if you weren't watching that in English, you might be confused where Eggman got it from.
I don't know, but he still
I mean, I guess it
grabs the
implies,
bird,
yeah, he
you
still has the
know?
bird in his hand. You can kind of like implies that the bird has the emerald.
Yeah, I don't know. That's continuing on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess 81. You know what? 81.
Yeah.
Well, there was one piece of art I liked. It was at the beginning, where it's like recapping what's happened in the last issue.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like all three of them. I like that. That looked nice. I like that. I also
Yeah.
liked Amy's like the reflection stuff in the mirror.
hmm
And that's followed up with one of the worst splash pages I've ever seen in my life. Not even from the art perspective, just the fucking speech bubbles.
I know.
Oh my
Speech
God,
bubbles have not been getting better.
it's been getting worse. Like okay, whatever. Like some of the art, it's not like great art. It's not like I think Sonic's quills are too long. Whatever. Sally looks weird. But I did not know how I was supposed to read that. I thought like, is it supposed to be left to right, top to like the who's highest to lowest? I don't know, man. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Sonic's like way past cool. Like, oh my God, you get a caricature at this point. Um, oh my God, and then there are like the humans are like, you can speak. Like, damn, they have zero contact with the outside world.
I know. They called them pets at the start.
Yeah, right. That was crazy. I'm like, oh my God. All right, how does Nate Morgan know these people? We never
Yeah,
follow
I
that.
don't.
Wait, hold on. Didn't they say they found at the beginning? They say they found the city of the ancients like recently, right?
No, I
Well, not
think Nate
recently.
Morgan said that he had been there once on
Oh,
like a
okay. So
on
true.
his globe trotting.
Right. My bad. So I guess
Yeah.
that's how they know. But it's just like,
But it's still crazy. Like, did he not explain
all right.
anything or
Yeah.
like
Also, now
say?
it's like that means he's like known enough to the humans there.
Yeah,
Like
like
he's
did
like a
they
big figure, even though it's probably
like
been
did
like decades.
yeah? And it's like did they not ask why he has only four fingers?
I mean, they probably like. I maybe they ironed that out before, but it's just like it's so weird how. Yeah, it's like he's really known,
Yeah,
but
there's
also
just
like
loose
he's making
ends.
sense. Yeah, it doesn't whatever. The least thing pressing issue of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Um. All right, we get the real tornado for
Oh,
once. And then
yeah.
I don't know if it actually blew up or if the tornado 2 is a recolor of the tornado.
We won't know.
We don't know. We won't find out.
Yeah, I
Um,
doubt they'll bring it up.
and one thing I found was funny was Sonic trying to hit up the ladies.
Oh my
That
God, him
was,
serenading the woman at the pool. Like
dude,
what?
that was a hilarious way to take that that he's lying on like the pool side at the beginning of Adventure.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Like, I'm not gonna say it's like wow, like I don't really care that he did that. It's just funny. It's just like, damn.
Yeah.
That's wait. Oh my God! It's again with this whole Sally thing. Aren't they dating?
Yes.
Are they? Are we sure?
I don't know. Archie doesn't want to give us a clear answer and never
It's like
will.
if they're dating, that's kind of fucked up. If they're not dating, it's funny.
Yeah.
um. Oh, can we get to the cat country?
Do we
No.
have to? Was there really even anything to say about it?
Right? Like the Chaotix get kidnapped. Something about they talk about bloodletting for a page.
Yeah,
Um.
my writing for it is good lord, the plot of cats, yada yada, they're captured and the Queen of Cats is like if we get attacked, we're gonna make an example out of you.
So it's like it's just
That-
like nothing happens. It's a waste of
Yeah,
time. And then
it's so nothing.
Knuckles meets Tikal, and she's just like, "Oh, Knuckles, it's me to call one of the echidnas." Like he doesn't know who that is.
Also, Takala's red the first time you see her.
Yes, this is true. Especially, it's so weird, especially when she's the only orange echidna in the
Yeah.
game. Um, and this is also the only time I think Takal is spelled properly.
Yeah, they spell it right for the first time, but discolor her, and then later on they get her color right, but get her name wrong. And I'm
He
like,
switched to a
dude,
C. Like, what?
how?
How do you even do that?
Yeah, it's like how do you manage to like fix your other issue and then proceed to mess up on another
I
side?
don't. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It was. It just ended with them getting kidnapped and Vector being like, "Oh, you're." When that was another issue. That was the next issue where he's like, "You may rule, but I'm no fool. I hear your rap. I say you're full of crap." Like, if I liked Vector, this would be funny, but I don't like Vector. He's just annoying.
Yeah, it's just so regardless, like and then D plot doesn't fucking
The C
matter
plot,
either
yeah,
'cause
it's Amy getting kidnapped, right?
yeah.
Yeah, she gets the Pico Pico hammer
It's not even
randomly.
her Pico Pico hammer.
It's a
Yeah.
hammer because I don't think they
Random
cared enough.
hammer flies out
I
of
think
nowhere.
it's supposed to be the Pico Pico hammer.
It is, but it's so
It's
like
yeah,
they literally just dropped like
it's just a
it's like a
hammer.
hexagon shape. Like
Yeah.
they just dropped like a iron ingot on that thing.
And then Amy gets kidnapped without the bird.
And the bird flies after her, and then suddenly they're both behind
They're
bars.
both
Like,
behind
okay,
bars, acting as if the bird got kidnapped in the first place. Like, no! Oh my god!
yeah,
Oh, whatever. Oh my
just move on.
god.
Yeah,
I
82.
for I'm getting so much more frustrated at this one because when I was reading at first, I'm like, this is okay, but I'm just looking back, and I'm like, man, this is stupid.
No, it's bad, bad.
And then 82, I mean, I like the page of Sonic jumping around, and there's like the Dark Knight Returns reference.
Yeah, it's good.
That was cool. And then we got the the in-game dialogue coming out of nowhere is kind of weird. I don't know, maybe it's just
Yeah.
because I know that it's the dialogue. I don't know how like seamless it would be for someone who doesn't. But it's just weird how it's like word for word the same thing for the most part. Um. Oh wait, was Takal's appearance in 82? Because I think we see the ball in 81 and 82 is her like actually showing up to be like
Yeah, but
to
either
be
way, it
whatever,
doesn't. Yeah,
same
no,
shit, whatever.
82
Nothing
is
happens in
the
this fucking thing.
yeah.
Um,
Because all she goes is like, your my tribe is the Knuckles
the
tribe, and
Knuckles
they came
clan.
from Albion, and then they fought the cats, and the cats were winning, so they messed with chaos, and that's how everything
I'll
happened.
say
And
I'll
I'm like, shut up.
yeah, they did it all at once. I'll say this does not ruin Echidna lore as much as I thought. Like it just kind of makes it a little weirder, but
Yeah, it doesn't ruin it,
it's
but it's still just
it's
like,
just kind of
dude,
weird.
shut
But yeah,
up,
no, I
man.
wanted her to stop talking. I'm just like, all right, whatever, dude. Yeah, it's the game, the backstory, but worse.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, okay, actually, back to the Sonic thing for real quick. I kind of liked the Chaos Zero fight. It was kind of
yeah,
cluttered, but it wasn't like it was bad. It was fine.
yeah.
Um,
I enjoyed it for what it was.
I think yeah, I think Boulders is matching Sonic's characterization in the game well. It's working. Um, all right, back to oh my god, we have the cat war with the Knuckles. I think they had the cat thing to explain who the Knuckles clan was like trying to fight against. Because remember in like the game, it's like, oh, we need this power so we can fight other countries and stuff. So I guess
Yeah,
that's them
but it
expanding
was.
on that, but it's just so dumb and nothing.
Yeah, because they changed the writing completely. Because in the game itself, like Takal is just really pacifist, and
Yeah,
she's like, we don't have to fight. But in this one, she's just like, you're gonna get greedy if you get power to help ourselves during an attack. And
yeah.
it's like I don't know if that's how that would have gone down. Like Takal wouldn't have been
No, it's not how she would have been
gung ho
characterized.
for it,
Yeah,
yeah. But like if they were getting like attacked, like flanked by this like other like tribe that was beating the shit out of them, yeah, they would need power. What do you mean? You're just suddenly throwing around the fact that they get greedy. They
I
need
mean
that
it's
shit in
like
that moment.
it's like she's right, but it's also just like I don't think she would say we should do it because it's
Yeah,
greedy. It's just like
it's like that line makes way more sense in context of the game than the comics. She just kind of throws that in there randomly in the comics, and it's just like, dude, that
yeah.
doesn't correlate with what's happening right now.
Anyway, yeah. There's with the Gamma thing. I liked Gamma's internal monologue. And I'm like, wait, is the Gamma stuff gonna be done well? And then he just rips the door off,
I know.
and I'm just like,
I was just like,
why?
oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I understand it's supposed to be like a knee-jerk reaction of him getting sentience, but it's just like, why did he rip the door off? Like now it's just gonna be obvious who. I know it's not supposed to be like a smart thing. It's just supposed to be like a spur of the moment,
Mhm.
but it's just like it's just a weird change.
Also, no beta versus gamma.
Like, there's no Gamma versus anyone.
Yeah, there's no beta at all. Also,
There's just no right. Like, there is no Beta. He's just like we get the intro cutscene without Beta.
yeah,
Because
they
it's
just
weird. We
straight
get
up
the other
didn't want
parts.
him.
Yeah, we get the other parts where Eggman just like teleports the other E series robots like everywhere else. But like,
Yes. So like we do get stuff from that story. They did play it. They just straight up didn't put beta in.
it's like yeah, well, they did it, but they didn't do all of it. Oh,
Yeah.
they just like yeah, it's weird. Again with the bird thing, whatever. It's dumb. Gamma's just gone from the comic, whatever. Um, Super Special 13.
Yay.
Oh my god, right. We have Nicole being, hey Nicole, it's written in old, she's like, it's written in old echidnaese.
Dude, when I saw
Made
that,
that word.
I like rolled my eyes
I
so
think they
hard.
had said that word before, but it's still just like, yeah, I'm just like, okay, whatever,
Yeah, they
dude.
probably said it before, but I blanked it out of my mind because
Um,
it's so like,
yeah,
dude.
this is easily the worst looking super special.
Yep.
Oh my god, Sally, Bunny, and Antoine. Ugh, horrible.
Yeah.
And again, I think this is another disconnect of the Japanese to English like localization thing. They had to have thought the Chaos Emeralds were Super Emeralds, but also the Super Emeralds never appeared in Archie. But also they say Chaos Emeralds in the Japanese lines too. But also they're inconsistent on whether he needs fucking Super Emeralds or Master Emerald shards. Like which
Yeah.
one do you want?
But then it also like, yeah, cause but then they say all that right, and then Takal goes and explains that the or like the book goes and explains that the Chow absorbed
Oh
Chaos's
yeah. And then they
energy
became Super
and
Emeralds, right?
became the seven Chaos
Well, then
Emeralds.
it's like, did they become the Chaos Emeralds or became the Super Emeralds? Are the Super Emeralds separate from the Chaos Emeralds, or are they just calling them something different right now?
Yeah, it's like it's just so inconsistent. Like I kept getting confused on what was happening. I was like,
Yeah,
so is he absorbing the shards,
yeah. No,
the
he was absorbing
Master
both, I
Emerald?
think.
Yeah, because like at certain points he was absorbing the shards, and then at other points he was absorbing the super emeralds.
It's like I feel like
Yeah,
the intention was that he's supposed to be absorbing the Super Emeralds because the Master Emerald won't give him like the power, but it's like that still wasn't communicated effectively.
yeah, it's just so poorly done. I was just so lost most of the time. I was like, wait,
Yeah,
what are you
I
what's
just kind of
happening?
accept like whatever he needs, he gets. I guess I was like whatever.
Yeah, and
Eh,
then like either way, it doesn't even matter because like they just speed run chaos like
Yeah,
leveling up.
they
Like
speed run like the entirety of Sonic's story because
I
that's pretty
know,
much the
yeah,
only one that matters.
yeah,
Um, oh right, and they also tried putting the Eggman Land thing into it. Like that doesn't
oh yeah,
fit. That doesn't fit in this version.
yeah. It doesn't. He's just like Robotnik land, and it's like this Robotnik would not do that.
Like yeah, maybe in the future he might, but like this one is too. He would just blow it up.
Yeah, this one is just too evil. He would just want it to be like
He
destroyed.
literally just roboticize everyone or blow it up. Like what do you need? What do you need? Like you need Eggman Land. Like all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Then we get the Tornado 2 part. Yeah, like what happened to the Tornado 1? It didn't blow up. Nothing happened to it. It's just purple now.
Yeah, like they don't explain anything or say anything, and then randomly they throw in at the end. Let me guess. It doesn't have any landing gear, and it's like, what do you mean
Which
you
doesn't make
just
any
guessed
sense.
that?
It doesn't make any sense either because he flew it from Knothole.
And then what makes it even crazier is that later on, we get told by Nate Morgan that he's the one who made the tornado. Like he's the one who did it because like he has like the little thing to detect where it is. So it's like, okay, Nate, if you made it, why'd
Yeah,
you
I think.
forget to put the
Yeah,
landing
right.
pads on?
Tails is like, oh yeah, me and Nate Morgan made this plane. Also, I just realized this while we're talking about it now. When did Tails become smart again?
Yeah,
I think they were hinting at it earlier, but they never actually properly built up to it, and he's just smart now. Like he's supposed to
yeah.
be in the games. Like yeah, it's a good thing, but it's also just like when.
And it's also like they barely commit to him being smart. They like
Yeah,
they like throw Nate Morgan in as
the
like he
actual
was
smart
watching
guy.
over to make sure. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like fine, but it's also just like be consistent because no one is actually going through their arcs right now. So okay, I realized I didn't talk about the Amy thing. Amy, this is again, no one's going through their arcs. You would
Yeah,
think
what's there to talk about?
no, with Amy, this is what I'm just going to say. They set up before adventure starts, before they get to the City of the Ancients, that despite Amy aging herself up, she is not ready because she has not actually grown as a person. She is just grown physically. Which is
Yeah.
like, oh, what's Amy's story and adventure about? Getting independence and the strength to fight without having to get rescued by Sonic.
Hmm.
That's what she gets by defeating Zero. Even though it's not a major robot or something, she actually manages to do something by herself. Does Archie Amy do this and progress any of her, like, the character arc they've been hinting at all? No. She does nothing.
And I think
It's.
it gets even like it's even worse than that also because like I only just realized this now that like it just clicked in my head. When she initially gets kidnapped, they get extremely worried that she got kidnapped
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact that she used the Ring of Acorns.
Yeah,
So
like,
she has that energy inside her. And
that's
they were
probably where the
building
hammer
up
came
some.
from.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
but it's like
But
if
then
you're
they
telling,
build up that Eggman probably wants that energy, and then nothing gets done with
yeah,
Amy at
it's
all
like
in that plot.
they had to have been. This is the setup for an Amy arc, an Amy character arc to happen and finally develop Amy in this comic. But no, it just gets dropped.
Hmm.
It's frustrating because like even though I said earlier like Amy stories or whatever, I actually like that the arc she goes through in her story. It's cool that like see her gain some form of independence, even if it's like could have been fleshed out more. But it's like
Yeah,
she doesn't do that here. She gets nothing. She gets rescued by Gamma, and then she's just like appears again. It's it's dumb because this could have been this fits in the comic. It's not like Tails' arc, which wouldn't have work really as well because you have to spread it out through more of the comic. It's or like Knuckles where he knows about Angel Island, so he doesn't have to wonder about where he came from. So it's like the Amy arc could have fit in the comic, and they don't do it.
yeah,
Instead, they just rush the whole thing and rush to the fucking perfect chaos thing.
yeah. They completely rushed it because like it was so instant how they beat Chaos
Yeah,
Six
they beat
too.
Chaos 6, and it's like they tried doing the Chaos 4 and Chaos 6 boss fight. I understand it's because they wanted to make this super special so that people who bought the game would pick it up, or anyone who would pick up the comic would pick up the game, so they're not super spoiled. But it's also just like it's such a rushed, bare bones thing.
Yeah, it was just so whatever, especially
Uh,
when you like just experience the game and then read it. It's like, oh wow,
yeah. Also,
it's
there's
just
a grammar mistake. Remember when the egg carrier starts crashing and he's like, "Hey, the ship is losing altitude" in the game.
hmm
In the comic, it's "Hey, ship is losing altitude."
wow.
Where's the?
There is not.
Yeah. I actually okay. What I thought I did find funny was Knuckles having to glide Sonic out of the egg carrier.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny. Chaos 6 fight was whatever, dude. Like the frozen shit. It was funny how Chaos tried to absorb Knuckles. That was
Yeah, probably because he has like the Master Emerald
yeah.
energy. So he was like, that looks tasty.
hmm Oh yeah. Also, they keep trying to call Eggman the Eggman.
Yeah.
Just, it's like guys, it's not a title. It's a nickname that you're giving him.
Hmm.
Um, Honestly, when I started the super special, I thought they were gonna breeze through even the perfect chaos fights. I was kind of worried. So at the very least, they didn't do that. But I really feel like they could have just made the super special the perfect chaos segment, and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Like if they had done the rest of Adventure in the issues and just made this last part the super special, it would have been better. But whatever. Um, Maybe my least favorite super special because it has something to do with the games and just completely butchers it.
Yeah, it was just rushing through. You can just we
83.
got it covered. Yeah, 83. Big
Oh,
left. He took the plane. Now they're looking for it.
yeah. Oh my God, chaos! Then they suddenly reveal that there's 6 super emeralds inside the city, and then
Yeah,
chaos just
that
takes them.
yeah, they're like that like cleared it up better because my notes was literally just okay. So like I don't even know anymore. So it is the Super Emeralds, but they were powering the city power plant all along, and now
No,
they're
yeah.
back there.
My thing is like, why didn't he bring this up before? Because he's like, oh, the city's no longer in danger because chaos is around. Like, you never said there were the emeralds here.
Nah, you know why? You know why?
I
Because
didn't think of it.
the rest of the freedom fighters go on the goddamn tour, and we weren't with them because we were
Oh my
following
god.
everyone else.
Yeah, you're right. But like, oh my god.
It's stupid, but that's why, because we were not focusing on their tour.
Yeah. This is also where I noticed that the cats and chaotix had not appeared at all in a few
Oh my
issues.
god, yeah.
I was just like, what was the point of doing it? Um. Oh right, this is where the city gets flooded. So I did like the freedom fighters saving people. That was nice.
Yeah,
Even Nate
that was
Morgan
nice. Yeah, even
was
Nate
cool.
Morgan.
Um,
I
I
actually
don't
like Nate
know.
Morgan more after this stuff. He
Yeah,
actually
he's okay.
played a role more. Yeah,
Yeah, right. Like
he's just okay.
I think he's still a bad character, but he's fine.
Yeah, it's like
I
he
don't.
did something this time around, so I felt like there was like a natural reason for him to exist this
Yeah,
time.
exactly. I don't know how Robotnik got the egg carrier into the cave if he had to shatter the. Wait. So are the Mystic Ruins? Do you think the Mystic Ruins are part of this whole mountain cave system, or was it next to it? Because I feel like from the beginning they said the Mystic Ruins were part of the whole like thing the
They
Station
said,
Square had
yeah,
going
at
on.
the beginning they said it was a part
But
of it, but
then
it felt like it was
it,
next to it.
yeah, because what's it called? The Cat Country is near where Angel Island fell, and also Eggman has to smash through the artificial sky to get the egg carrier into Station Square, which doesn't really make any sense with how he had it in the sky earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume it's
Uh,
separate. It was just kind of like a miscommunication between writers or
yeah,
whatever.
they keep contradicting themselves. That's all we need to know.
Yeah. And then Sonic gets the peaceful nature exposition about chaos at like all at the last like he gets the flashback right when chaos is flooding the city instead of like earlier. So it's just really funny. He's like, "Oh, okay." Um, what's it called? Oh my God, there was one where like there's a page where there was speech bubbles, and I couldn't tell who was talking because the character it seemed like the point of view was talking from kept changing.
It was Takao when she was talking to Sonic
Yeah,
about
but it felt
everything.
like I'm like Sonic seemed like he was having some certain viewpoint, but then when it went back to being blue, it seemed like the viewpoint had completely shifted. Another character was talking. I'm just like,
Yeah, I
what?
kept getting I kept getting confused because they were like they had like the like the call speech bubble, like the square
Yeah, it was
box,
like
like
yellow, right?
yeah, and it kept doing it was doing Sonic's text, but it was also like
Oh
different
wait,
colored
is that what was
versions of the
happening?
box.
Yeah, I was just like,
Yeah,
they're
because it
messing
was
up whose colors these are.
yeah, because it was doing the speech about like, oh,
We need
but
the
if we just kill him and put him
yes.
back in the
Okay,
emerald, that's like
that's
not
not
the
good. It's not gonna
same.
do anything. Yeah, because Chaos will still be
Yeah,
mad. This oh my god, this
yeah,
is easily one of my least favorite changes that the arc does is
yeah.
Carl Bowlers gets Sonic's motivation correct. He's like we can't leave Chaos to be resealed angry. Um, and then the very next issue, which is written by Ken Penders, Sonic's like, oh, I gotta beat the shit out of Chaos. Even Tikal wants a peaceful resolution. No, that's not what she said. She said Chaos should just get beaten without getting calmed down.
Hmm.
It just makes Sonic's character so much worse if he just wants to beat up Chaos without calming him down. It's like, oh my god, I know it's because there's a writer change, but like, come on, dude. It's like literally the exact opposite of what was supposed to happen.
Yeah,
I guess the action's kind of cool. I guess we could just go right into 84. It's just for the two-parter, pretty much.
yeah. It's just
Um,
the same shit.
yeah, like he's like, Tikal, I know Tikal wanted a peaceful resolution, but if it's between my carcass and yours, it's like that is
Yeah,
not what you said 2 seconds ago.
yeah, and that also just confirms that the call was the one who was saying it, and it's like, why was she saying his lines?
I don't know. It's no, I'm pretty sure Carl Bowlers was being consistent that Sonic wanted the peaceful resolution. But then,
Hmm.
because like in the game, because Sonic says that's what Sonic says in the game. He's like, Chaos needs to be calmed down before he gets resealed.
Yeah.
And then Ken Fenders is just like, nah.
Hmm.
Whatever. And then when they beat Chaos, they just immediately seal them back.
I
Like
know
they just
they just go
disappear.
back.
There's like nothing. There's no resolution with it or anything. And it
Yeah,
doesn't even look cool like in the game where they just kind of like ascend. It's just like they don't even get. Well, yeah, the game they don't even get resealed. But did they get resealed in the comic? I'm forgetting right now. Or they just
I
like
don't
ascend?
think they
Like
did.
no, I think it's the same resolution as the game, but they just like actually pass on.
Yeah, it's just like it's just not well done. That's all.
Yeah, it's just like they just look at each other and disappear. I'm just like, okay, whatever, dude. Then we have Knuckles when he's trying to get the generator on. He thinks he's Spider-Man from that one comic panel where he has to lift up all the weight.
I know, and also like I don't know personally how the heck does he like go through that and not get like zapped? Cause like
Because Master Emerald power, baby.
yeah, cause like that water's got to be electrically charged, and he's still under there, right?
Yeah,
While the
yeah,
wires are being
yep,
powered. So
yep. He's dead.
if Chaos gets hit by it, he's in the water. He's literally water, so it would conduct into the water
Don't
that's
think
down in the
about it.
city.
Don't think
Yeah,
about
I
it.
know. I
Oh
know.
yeah. Also, we cut back to Cat Country in the middle of the perfect chaos fight.
I know. I so don't care.
Oh my
It's
god! And
just
it's like it's
nothing.
just Locke fighting. Like oh my, why are we doing this now in the perfect chaos fight?
Yeah, and it's so nothing. And it's like, why did you cut to it like randomly?
Yeah, it's so
Like,
dumb. And it just cuts back to Knuckles at the end of it anyway. So it's like why? Oh my
yeah,
god! And then we get like the makes sense retcon that it's like Knuckles' name is from the Knuckles clan, but it's so funny that Locke's like, oh, you need to reclaim the name. I'm like, bro, they were warmongers. And shit,
yeah,
like you're trying. I mean, I guess you want to reclaim it and make it like a better name, but it's just like there's. What are you reclaiming?
yeah,
I don't
exactly. It's
know.
like, why do you want that name?
I'm still confused why the cats even calmed down. Like, was it the statue? Because that was just a statue and a kid. And they're like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And then Knuckles is like, oh yeah, by the way, I got the emerald back. Like, bro, that is your main reason that you left and did this whole thing.
Gage is like, oh yeah, by the way, did the thing that I was supposed to do.
Like, good job, dog. Like, oh my, oh, oof. And that's the adventure arc.
Yeah, that's it. Let's
That
just
was
move on.
that was a ass.
Yeah, and
Uh,
it's technically not even over
I
just because
mean,
they stay in the city a little
there's
bit
the
longer.
aftermath, yeah, but I would say like, yeah, the game adaptation's done. Okay, so let's just go to 85. Okay, it's cool that they used him, but like they used Mecha Mark 3, which is cool. You know, using the unused robot from the game, who has never done
Mhm.
anything else in the franchise. Yeah, it's a cool idea. Um, whatever, dude.
Yeah, it was a pretty whatever fight. I thought it was cool that they made him the guardian of Station
Yeah, yeah,
Square.
yeah, I like that. Oh, yeah, also Eggman saying that. He's like, oh, they destroyed my pet Chaos. Like, bro, Chaos betrayed you.
Yeah, like what?
Like, why are you? This is a good thing. He was gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's like, um, it was you know it was cool to see him be used. He was just like beating up on all the freedom fighters. Then like Sonic kind of just destroys him instantly once he hurts Tails.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, why didn't you just take it seriously like that from the
I
start?
mean,
What?
I kind of get it, but I think the way Tails gets knocked out is like not intentionally comedic, but it's kind of
But
comedic
it is comedic.
because he gets hit by a
The
boot.
sh- I know.
It doesn't even
The
Mecha Mark
Sonic's
3 didn't even
boot.
hit him on purpose. He just got hit on accident.
Yeah, and you're just like, you gave my buddy a headache.
Oh my, the funniest dialogue of all time. Are you serious, dude? Way past.
Mm,
Come on. Also, I'm not calling him Silver Sonic 2. Like,
I know.
I know Mecha Mark 1 is Silver Sonic, but, like, Mecha Mark 3 is better than Silver Sonic 2.
Yeah.
I doubt he's ever gonna reappear. Ever again.
I
So,
think. I mean, we're definitely not going back to Station Square.
probably
So.
not. I highly doubt it. You get another hostile. We got another hostile vista mista.
Yep.
Um, all right, and Amy gets denied for another adventure, which makes sense. I'm honestly thank you, Sally. You kind of did the correct expression here when denying Amy, but also like it could have been a good moment if like Amy had actually gone through her arc. But no.
Yeah, because they're still treating her like a child, which
Yeah.
she is in Archie.
Oh yes, because she hasn't done anything.
Yep.
And we get finally, after so long,
I did not expect this at all.
it was so out of nowhere, but we finally got Rotor back for one
But
story.
I think it's so funny.
Oh
I
God.
wrote it in my notes. I went, wow, it literally was just, man, shit sucks. Oh, my family's back to normal. No, they're not. Man, shit sucks.
Dude,
Robotnik's back? Yeah.
it was so funny. Like his design didn't even get updated. He's still the same design as he was before. I guess
Yeah.
he was just chilling with his family the whole time, right? And all of a sudden they went back to being like robot or being no
Yeah,
free will
robotics.
robots.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's crazy. I guess they just wanted to finally bring back Rotor, and they were like, well, we gotta resolve it somehow.
Yeah. It's just so funny.
Oh yeah,
It's literally just like it's so over. We're so back. It's
it's so
so
over.
over.
It's like killing myself. Back on. Oh, delayed.
Yeah.
um, then we get the two-parter of 86 and 87. If we're
Oh
talking
yeah.
the A plot, I didn't love it, but I did like it.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
I actually
Really.
liked it. We finally got Metal Sonic back.
Yeah.
Like the actual one, though. I don't know why he looks super different.
Yeah. I kind of fucked with it though. I like his design.
I like his design until they make him face forward and you realize the quills are a mohawk. I say this consistently, but it just kind of looks weird when the quills are a mohawk. But when he's like kind of faced to the side, so that it looks like the quill is the entirety of his head, it looks cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's the side view that I like.
Yeah, so it's like that design. I like it like that. I forgot he talked last time he showed up, to be honest. But once he did, I'm like, all right, I guess it makes sense for this Metal Sonic to talk.
Yeah.
Also, I looked at the writer for the A stories of 86 and 87. This is the only two issues he ever worked on for the comic.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Wild.
But I liked it. It was he kind of just kidnapped Tails immediately. And I like how Sonic took it seriously.
Yeah.
How Metal was like testing him and stuff. But one of the weirdest lines was, did you remember a lube job appointment?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I,
No, I remember that when he disappears the first
yeah,
time. He's like, yeah, I ran up that mountain in 5 minutes.
I'm just like, what the?
Yeah,
So
it's like,
weird.
what do you mean?
Um, we did get the. Oh yeah, I like Tails believing in Sonic when even though he got knocked out, he doesn't know. He's just like, nah, Sonic will save me. I'm like, yeah, good job, Tails. You got your belief in your friend.
Yeah.
I gotta think. It's just weird that they did two Robot Sonic stuff back to back.
It is.
Because it's just like, yeah, they sabotage the plane. He just shows up. I'm just like, oh damn, it's not even like, did. Because he says he repaired himself, so I assume Eggman did not send him.
No, no, he did not get
Yeah.
sent by Eggman.
Yeah, he was just like, he just showed up. So I was like, damn.
Yeah, it was literally just his hatred for Sonic.
Yep. Then we get the first part of the Monkey Con flashback. Or not flashback and new story. I did
Which
not
is-
like the 86 one.
Yeah, it was also just like,
It was ugly.
oh no, I definitely didn't like that because he also goes like, I targeted the immigrants, and I'm like, whoa. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever. It was
Art
ugly.
wasn't.
It was
Yeah,
bad.
art.
It was bad art. It was the backstory I predicted. It's like, yep, that's what I thought happened.
Yeah, and I also just like, maybe I'm mean for this, but I didn't really care, and it also didn't really provide much.
Yeah.
Like both of them together.
I actually liked the 87 one.
87 one is good, but it's still kind of just like.
Oh yeah, it's like the
kinda just
86
did
thing was
nothing.
so useless. It was just like, what did the backstory add? What did the backstory add? I guess it added that he was like, that's what he's protecting, but it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
I think we should just cover the B story so we can cover the A story last of 87.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it was I liked the violent, like not the violent, him escaping and stuff. I liked him winning, and it was I think Eggman had a good line where he was like, "Well, you did gain victory, and so the victory, the spoils, a burning ghost town." I was just like, "Damn."
Yeah, I thought that was like good, but it's like, damn, you really did all that just to look over a dead city, dead town.
I think it's a cool reveal that like he had already roboticized everyone.
Yeah, it is cool.
Because I was just
I
like,
think
oh,
also, I think also whatever he did to Khan will probably play in the future.
the cybernetic stuff.
Yeah, like he put something in his head. Like
Oh
all
yeah,
he only got like the first phase done, but I
yeah,
think that's gonna
maybe.
mess with him a little.
Mate, we'll see.
Yeah,
Just
if they decide
because
to call back on
if
it,
that
because sometimes
exactly it's
sometimes
drop
they
ship.
forget. Yeah, but I
No,
think it will.
yeah. Anyway, no, it was fine. This part I liked. But yeah, backstory, whatever, dude. Now 87 part A. Again, I did like
Yeah,
this. It was the metal when the
yeah,
Sonic break the free of the net. I don't know. Metal silhouette was actually pretty cool.
yeah. Like I said, I like how Metal looked a lot most of this time.
Yeah. I was surprised just how much he was like destroying Sonic.
Oh yeah, no, he was folding him,
Yeah,
but
I'm like, dang, it's like zero chance. And he's
yeah,
like,
it's just like Sonic had no rings, no gems, no nothing.
yep. And he said, Metal Sonic said the thing. It's no use.
Oh my God,
It's
yeah,
a funny call forward because this guy's the one who becomes Shard.
yeah. It's almost like a time travel type thing.
Yeah, Silver time traveling.
Mm.
um, I did like Sonic trying to appeal to Metal. You know, like it wasn't really working that well, but it was cool.
Yeah,
I do like I do think Metal's turn is kind of rushed.
it is.
Um, but like I don't know,
Because
it's
I didn't
rushed,
get
but
it
it's
at
also
first
good.
until Tells explained it.
Yeah, it's like
I, was-
it was rushed, but I think it was also good in a way. If you get what I'm saying.
yeah, like it was still good, but like I said, I just didn't understand it until Tails
Yeah,
was like he moved after like he was moved from me trying to like stay with you and
yeah,
help.
it's like the transition was weird, but the actual scene of him saving them was actually cool.
Oh yeah, no, it was really drawing good too. He just looked great the whole time.
Yeah, I was like, damn, he just like saved him. He's like, get out of here. He's like, remember, I'm just an emotionless robot. When he finally actually gets feelings, I was just like, oh damn, I actually feel kind of bad.
Yeah, I was like, dang, this goaded
And
something to cleanse the palate after adventure.
right, I was like, oh, I like Tails. Again, it's like Tails is a good symbolism for like Sonic and his relationship. He's like, Tails, even though it's Metal Sonic, Tails is the one that influences Metal Sonic to become like a better person.
Yeah,
It's like, I don't know, it's cool. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I just like it's a good two-parter about Sonic and Tails' relationship. Even though it's
yeah,
like not really game accurate to how Metal would act at all. I don't know, cool story
no,
for just this
definitely not.
version. Yeah, no, he would never act like this. Like, it's closest to the OVA, I'd say, with how that works. Just the heel turn at the end.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I think it fit this version because Metal Sonic's already so different. It was cool. Kind of placed weirdly in the plot, but yeah, whatever.
yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
Um, yeah, I guess good. Thank God we had an actual good ending to this week. This everything before was pretty much just dreadful.
Yeah, because like if I had to rate everything aside from these last two issues, it'd be like a 3 out of 10
So yeah,
week.
like
Like a
two and
yeah,
a half, three. Yeah,
yeah,
these two A stories would probably bring it up to like a four, 3.5.
yeah. I agree with like a 4. Overall, the week 4 out of 10.
It's
Uh,
just like the adventure arc
Probably one of
was.
our worst
Yeah,
weeks.
it was. I don't know if it's more frustrating because it's both bad and also it's bad to a thing I like. So it's not even just
Yeah,
Archie bad. It's just bad because dis not dishonors. That's taking it way too serious. But like it ruined Sonic Adventure One, which I love Sonic Adventure One, even though its story is kind of not done super well with its cutscenes. I still like the story and I really love the game. So it's just like seeing it done this way is really disappointing.
yeah, and like I really enjoyed it, so it's like I get that. So
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, no.
it's like this is why I wanted you to play Adventure. So I'm like, I didn't even realize how ass this was, but like until I read it, but I'm like, there's no way I can let you experience the story first through Archie.
Yeah,
He's done
that would
so.
have been a disservice.
Yeah, thank God Adventure Two doesn't have a full game adaptation. But
Thank
like,
God.
just just from how people act now, there's no way that Adventure Two happened as the game did because like the characters would not act. So like, Eggman would never team up with Sonic.
Never.
So I mean, or maybe he would, but like not in the way that the game would. So it's like I don't really care that much. It could just be vaguely canon to Archie.
Mm.
It's just thank God I don't have to sit through like 8 issues of Sonic Adventure 2 getting completely butchered.
Yeah, that would just be pain
Yeah.
and suffering.
Um, but I guess what's next week gonna look like? We're getting into a new portion in the reading order here. Let's take a quick look before we end this off. Right now we're 155 issues in, which is kind of crazy to be honest. It doesn't really hit me.
Yeah, the fact that we're already like,
We're like,
I guess like almost a third of the way now.
yeah, we're like 80-ish issues away from Ian Flynn. Because Ian
Oh
Flynn is
my God,
239 on this reading order.
we're almost there.
Yeah, don't say that. It's gonna make it feel worse.
I know.
But yeah, it's we're honestly, it's crazy how far we're into this. Um,
Yeah, there's no going back.
I do we just want to do 13 issues and just go all the way to issue 100?
It sounds fine to me.
Yeah, because like that's 156 to 170.
Yeah,
So it's
let's do it.
14, I guess. So we could see how that works and see how stuff flows.
Yeah.
Um, so around that, I think it's two super specials and just a bunch of other single issues. Yeah. So Sonic Adventure, Archie arc, complete booty cheeks.
Yeah, horrible.
Yep. We'll see what happens next week. I genuinely have no. I mean, I see Chaos Knuckles. I know what Chaos Knuckles is, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. How anything is gonna happen. One thing we didn't bring up: Mammoth Mogul got released.
Bro, it was so.
And at
Just
some
like we
point that'll
didn't
come
bring it
back.
up. They didn't bring it up.
Honestly,
either.
honestly, for the better. But we'll see
Yeah.
how that actually when that starts mattering.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see you guys next week for whatever happens. We don't know.
Goodbye.